Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Train, and welcome to every Call of Duty ranked, in my opinion. And solely, I'm making this video because it's everywhere on Twitter, it's all over YouTube, it's everywhere. And I just thought, I made the tier list, I have the image saved on my phone. I thought, okay, why not? Let's make a video on it. To hell with it. And whatever. I've ranked every single one of these based off of multiplayer, campaign, and third mode / zombies. And the list should be popping up right about now. So, as you can see, it's questionable, what a lot of people probably say, and they're probably immediately seeing that Modern Warfare, all the Modern Warfares are ranked below B, and they're all ranked below, like, stuff like Infinite Warfare and Ghosts. I can explain this easily by saying, Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, I did not play them as much as I did, because I was a Treyarch guy. I loved the zombies, I loved everything about it. But I had to at least give them a shot. I did play Modern Warfare 2 up until at least level 30, so it's not like I didn't play it at all. Modern Warfare 3, not on this account that I play on, you see in videos, I did play quite a bit, not a lot, like maybe 3 days. Like 3 days with like 2-3 hour playtime sessions during them. Other than that, it wasn't really that much. But I ought to probably download it for backwards compatible at some point for the campaign, because I didn't really finish. I remember playing it so long ago, but I didn't really play it. But for a campaign based in a modern day kind of thing, it's not bad. Spec Ops wasn't a huge fan of, so that's why they're Modern Warfare 2 and 3 are so low. So Spec Ops I really wasn't a fan of. COD 4 is ranked where it is because I'm ranking it based off MWR. MWR for me is by far better than COD 4. While some people say COD 4 is better because it didn't get supply drops, yada yada yada. It had the introduction of Prop Hunt for the first time, a public match Michael Myers, which became known as Slasher. It had some of the best events and by far some of the funniest trailers. Some of the by far most balanced weapons, with the exception of maybe one, Boss 14. Boss 14 was kind of broken. Still is. But it had some of the most fun and yet really balanced weapons, as well as some hilarious melee weapons. Like, you could literally run around in that game with an RPG dud and hit people with an RPG rocket. You could hit people. You could literally stab people with a shillelagh. What? Anyway, I don't want to have this video go on too long, because it's already 8 minutes long. So, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare has my second favorite campaign ever made that isn't Treyarch. And that's saying something because I really like the Treyarch campaigns, with the exception of Black Ops 4's, which it doesn't really have, to be honest. But what it does have is okay. Infinite Warfare has one of my favorite campaigns, which I've completed, not a veteran yet. I'm going to be probably doing that at some other point, but I will be doing videos on all the campaigns to the best of my ability. But the Zombies is one of my favorite experiences because it was just meant, they wanted to take the Zombies formula we already had and just do whatever they wanted. I love that. They literally just took Zombies, the framework, and just took out everything that was, kept everything that was sort of Treyarch, and then put Infinite Warfare stuff in. Or Infinity Ward stuff in. I loved it. It was so much fun. In fact, to this day, I've done all of the Easter eggs to get Director's Cut, but I haven't done them to get the Super Easter egg. So, that's something I might do at some point. In fact, if you remember my Infinite Warfare's random zombie moments, I had the intro to the Mephistopheles boss fight. That was me getting Director's Cut. That game was my Director's Cut game. So, that was quite fun. World at War. I played the campaign. I played a little bit of the multiplayer. Multiplayer is hacked to shit now, so I can't really say much about it. It's where Zombies first started. That's why I put it in the middle. It's like can't really say anything. It's just where I started with Zombies and what I sort of had. It's also more of an emotional connection because it's where my cousin introduced me to it, and he recently had a life-threatening surgery to go through, and he's perfectly fine. In fact, he has, I think, a couple cats now, and he lives very happy with his fiance/wife. I'm not sure if he's married yet, but I know it's fiance. But, yeah, that's where World at War is. Ghost, similar story to Infinite Warfare. I like the campaign. It's not one of my favorites, but it's definitely up there as good. It's one of my favorites in terms of it being actiony and fun and different. Similarly with Advanced Warfare, I think Advanced Warfare and Ghost fall in the same story. Multiplayer in Advanced Warfare, however, is by far my favorite due to the fact that while the variants were kind of broken, the actual guns themselves are fun to use. There was no gun that was, oh, that gun is useless, why are you using it? But if you did use a gun that was that was underused, and you did good with it, it caused a lot of reactions. I might even link a video of some YouTubers using the dual-wield LMGs in a pro scene. It was hilarious. That's one of my standout moments in Advanced Warfare. Black Ops 1 and 2. I'm going to rank these very similar because they both flip-flop in terms of their opinions. Black Ops 1, one of the best campaigns, I think, still in terms of Treyarch. Zombies has some of the best zombies maps, with the exception of one, in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of Ascension, but everything else in that game, pretty good. You have Kino, Moon, Shangri-La, Call of the Dead, my favorite map on Black Ops 1, and obviously Ascension. All really fun maps. It's sort of where the storyline started to pick up a lot more and all that. Black Ops 2, best campaign ending to any video game as far as I'm aware, because you have literally an in-game concert with Avenged Sevenfold. I love it. Make them blackout characters, Treyarch, please. I will spend money on that, and I'll do a face reveal this day they come out. I promise. Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, and World War II. These are ranked at the top. Ignore the SS tier. I didn't know how to delete them, so I decided I'll leave it there and just say, as a joke, no Call of Duty has made it that good yet. No, I just didn't know how to get rid of it. Black Ops 3. As of right now, as of me recording this, it is the game I've spent the most time into, with over 100 days played across both multiplayer, zombies, and campaign. Obviously, multiplayer and zombies take up most of that campaign. I probably have less than 3 days played. Anyway, it's a place in my heart because I love zombies in that game, as well as multiplayer in that game, so much that I mass prestige in both of them. World War II, well, I originally said I hated it. That initial update in the middle of the season changed it for me. I love multiplayer in that game. Zombies is another story, but it has the best campaign out of any Call of Duty. Black Ops 4. Blackout is amazingly fun when you have friends to play it with. Multiplayer is fun when you have friends to play it with. And Zombies, in my opinion, on Black Ops 4, at least in the state it's in right now, for me is the perfect mix of challenging, fun, yet extremely difficult. Anyway, guys, that's my list. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do all the stuff that's linked below, and goodbye!
The wolf remains one of his most feared enemies.